Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I hope everybody is doing well. What is today? Tuesday? Today is Tuesday, the 15th. So I hope everybody is doing well, staying safe, staying healthy on this, what is apparently a very hot day outside. I just finished my lunch. I just finished having some soup from Hale and Hardy. I hope everybody has been staying good. Today we will be coloring from this book. I'm going to take this out. The reason why I have to do this is because the spine is coming out. This is a Korean coloring book. I don't remember. I think I either got it off of 70 East Books or I got it off of Cool Craft down over on Etsy. So this is the book. It's called When I First Saw You. It has a lot of beautiful floral pics and beautiful women and beautiful pictures of things in general. You may have seen some of the pictures around because some of the pictures are actually being stolen from this book. This is the original book if you ever see some of these pictures. So just keep that in mind. So I hope everybody has been doing well. So I have my color charts here. So if I need them, I can find them easier. So I hope everybody has been staying safe and healthy. No, these are Prismas. That's okay. We could still use them. Just trying to figure out where my other pencils are. There they are. I have the chart here. This is what happens when you start going to your stuff. Everything is a little bit all over the place. But that's okay. Doesn't always see. I have my Holbein. I have a chart of Holbein. As you can see, I made a chart. Yeah, I got the chart by, this is a chart of my own making. So I typed in the names and then I printed it out the blank chart. So I have a blank chart too, if anybody's wanting that. So I give this to people in my Facebook group who are part of my Facebook group for free. So what color should we do her hair? Brown, red, blonde? I think brown would be nice. Let's do the flowers first, though. The flowers would be the nice thing to do. So, pink. So this way. Just getting out the colors we need for the flowers. Hey, Carol, how are you? I guess they close this all up to keep them nice and secure. That's what I end up doing sometimes. I keep them all nice and secure. I'm looking for the amount of sometimes I'm not sure if they're downstairs. They're not downstairs. They're in the bag, which I take downstairs. I have a bag that I sometimes take with me downstairs. Mm-hmm. So, just taking down the colors we need. This is a light chrome yellow, and this is a polychromos. Yeah, the polychromos and the Holbeins look a lot alike, but they are different. You can layer with the polys. You just have to be really, really light-handed with them if you're going to layer with them. That's the trick to doing pencil layers. You do. And that's my base color. Now, you can basically do this with most other pencils. They don't tell you this, but this is I use the Iris too as a layering pencil a lot. Well, that's the color of the flowers. I think that's going to be the flower color. Orange. And that tells you that you can use the Iris as a blended, as a layering pencil. So, yeah. I was expecting the handyman to come. Didn't come. Thought they did. Just my neighbor earlier today asking me for something. I originally had planned to color in something else today, but unfortunately that book has not arrived. So, yes, I did purchase something. I said I wasn't going to, but I've seen too many things. This is the test to see how the picture's going to look. And then this has some really great browns in it. This really does have like really nice browns in it. Too bad I don't have more of the and cinnamon. I no longer have any towel trees left. I have used up all my towel tree markers. I'm very sad that I've used them up, but I'm also really happy that I've used them up because that means it's one less supply to take to the new house. No, we have not bought the new house. We haven't even sold this one yet. Now, the thing about this book that I do not like about this book, and it's the only criticism I have of this book, I wish they had bind it better because the book is falling apart. Like, I hate when they make the spines really stiff. You have a really hard time opening it, the spine, but then when the spine comes loose, the book totally falls like apart. So you got yellow, orange, yellow, and cinnamon. This is not the final color. There's one more color. I need to start writing down some of my combos more. Who here does not write their combos down? I have vellum paper because I also found out that this book leaves stains after I color. It doesn't matter which pencils I use in this book. I'm very upset that Circle of Life is not here yet. Yes, I got the Circle of Life book coming. It's supposed to come today, but apparently it wasn't in the last mail, so which means it'll be coming in the late mail. Very disappointed that it didn't come. Who here it's like when you buy a new book, you wait and wait and wait, and you're like, where is it? Where is it? Legally wait in the anticipation of that. always when I want the whole bunch that I can't ever. So how many of us do that? We wait and wait, and then when the book doesn't come, we're like, that's not. And this is Brick. I'm good. I just am like, how many of us are like, oh, where is our book? Where is our book? I'm good. We're coloring in a Korean book. I got this a while back, but the book is starting to fall apart, so the pages are my only issue with this book. The paper's nice to color in. Don't be afraid to take experiments in what you want to do. Yeah, the book is a Korean coloring book, so you would have to get it off of Etsy. Only thing, I've had this for a few years, but like last year, the book started falling apart on me every time I colored in it. So now I'm like, I like this book because it has a lot of portraits in it. It has a lot of hair. It has a lot of women. It also has a lot of florals in it. This book, so what's been going on with you? I know you did a lot of videos. I've been watching a lot of videos, so I'm trying to catch up with videos. I'm now down to I think about 12 videos. I was like at like 40 at the end of last week, so the problem is trying to keep up with everybody's videos. It's really hard. I know everybody on the stream. Mm-hmm. I don't know where my swordfish went. I probably brought it back downstairs, my swordfish. See, for some reason, this thing is stuck in my car angle. I don't know how to fix it. Like when my swordfish gets stuck, I know how to fix it. And now I'm using my acne. Oh, the acne is that it's really, it does thin the pencils better. This is the AFNAT. Look how sharp is that. No, I'll probably spend a lot of time doing hair. See? That's what happens if you press too hard. If you press too hard, this will happen to your sharpeners. Keep that in mind. Hello, Keely. How are you? But I always put a little bit of yellow in my brown hair because it lightens up the texture a little bit. I found out if you put a little yellow in your browns, girls, it actually lightens up the texture. When we are good tiny minimalists, we didn't get Circle of Life because it didn't come. I'm waiting for it to come, and it's supposed to be here, but no, guys, we might not finish this book. You know, I was thinking about Worlds of Wonder, but the book doesn't want to lay flat. For whatever reason, I'm having a problem keeping it laying flat. It's like sometimes books don't want to cooperate with us. Pink, coral. I'm thinking the stores are going to be red. Oh, you mean your vaccination shot? Um, if you make sure you get it on a day where you have a weekend off. I would say make sure you're not going to work the next day because you're gonna feel like the day after you get that shot, you're gonna feel like crap. Yeah, you'll have a fine morning. Most people, some people don't have any reactions at all. I found out, and some people are like me who had no reaction in the morning, but you will have a reaction probably. You're gonna probably get your arm being sore. That's a definite. Most people have the sore arm. Not everybody, but most. You might have chills and a little bit of a body aches, but overall you should be okay. I'm gonna take the tray and this thing. I'm using my M&R regular sharpener. Oh, that's good. It don't last forever. It's just to get your body used to it. And this is magenta. Yeah, so many people have that book, Circle of Life, and I'm like, ugh, I wasn't gonna buy anything, but then I was like, I just kept seeing beautiful pictures from it, and I'm like, you know what, I have to get it. And that'll be the last thing I get for a while. So, you know, it's like kind of like anything else. Someone else streaming? Because when I came, nobody was streaming. You know, people come in and out of the streams all the time, so. And this is magenta. It's not a red. It's like a pinkish, purplish red. It's magenta's a weird color. I think that's normal to feel like that after you get your vaccination. Oh, come on. No one says they never want to go in there. No, why are you not going in? I think this will be the color for the lips. This is coral. I wish I had that little thing I used to have. Back in the day, I used to have this like paintbrush. I don't know where it went. I would have this like big brush, and it would just brush away all the dust and things like that. I don't know what happened to it. Do you ever have these supplies when you first start and you're like, what happened to that supply? What happened to this? Mm-hmm. And this one is rose pink. I just like to fill out the lips a little bit more. This is one of my little things, I guess you could say. So then we'll do this part of the hair. So the 4 colors for the hair are chrome yellow in polychromos, cinnamon, yellow, orange, yellow, cinnamon, and then brick. These are the 4 combos for the hair. The yellow is polychromos, the yellow, orange, and the cinnamon are virus, and the the Holbein is brick. So that's what we use for the colors. We might not finish this because the hair is so massive, It's like you have to try and do things. I don't normally color with pencils on screen. Not to say it's not a bad thing to color with pencils. And then you have the little clouds in between the hair. So these little things with the stars and the clouds are not hair actually. They're actually clouds. So don't think they're part of the hair because they're not. I'm having a good week. It's just, it's been a weird week, I've been like coloring a lot of different things, but I've also been doing some time in painting. I'm still figuring out what I want to purge, what I want to keep. It's actually more difficult than it looks, figuring out what you want to purge and what you want to keep as far as books go. And then I started reading a series that I always meant to finish. I'm reading the last book in that Fever series, High Voltage by Karen Marie Ronan. Now, I haven't read that series in some time, but I was almost done with the series when I finished it. So keep that in mind too. Things. I keep seeing apartments that I really, really like, or homes that I really like. That because my mother's looking too at these, so we both have ideas of what we like and what we don't like. And one thing that I really, really want going forward is my own room and my own space. But here's the thing: when I move, I'm going to have to buy a new bed. I'm going to have to buy a new bed, new mattress. That's going to be a little bit on the pricey side. Then I'm going to have to buy probably a new desk. Yeah, we're not taking the desk with us. We're probably going to break that down. And after my next, after the two paintings, so the French Bulldog is done, and then the Chuck Pinson painting that I'm working on downstairs, which is the big one. It was just good. It's my hands that are the problem. It's the carpal that is flaring up, but it's not flaring up as much as it was in the beginning of the month. I feel like if I limit my time coloring and I'm not always coloring, like maybe if I'm reading or I'm cleaning or I'm doing something else, and I'm not strictly coloring, that I'm okay. But it's funny because I finished the Fairies 2 coloring book, which I was really surprised I did finish that because I wasn't expecting that I was going to finish that this year. That just happened by accident. The Chibi Color by Number book, I think I can finish that. Probably within either this month or next month, I'll finish that because I don't have many in the main book, but I have a few bonus images to color in that book. So it's going to be the bonus section that I'll probably be coloring. But the majority of that book I've gone through like it's water. No, what the carpal is. It's the way that I'm taught how to explain carpal tunnel. The way that I feel it is different than other people. But what happens is it starts off as a little pain, and then it grows. So what it does is it goes through here. This is where all your carpals are. So the carpals are where the tunnels are for your nerve ending. So what they do is in the ending. So what happens is a lot of times they're in your fingers, and then you feel it, and then all of a sudden it's like how to explain it without explaining it. It's one of those things. Yeah, with different pink and reds. Mm-hmm. It's okay, Keely. We all sometimes have to remember that not everybody's hands are the same. Not everybody experiences pain the same way. And I know I don't have a normal schedule anymore. I was hoping against hope I would get the Circle of Life book today before the stream started. That did not happen, so it looks like probably that book will probably be the next stream's book. The cinnamon. I'm good, Johannes. We are coloring from When I First Saw You. This is a Korean coloring book. I think it's Korean. I got it off of Etsy, either from Cool Craft Book or 70s Books a long time ago. So you guys notice that I'm not just doing popular books. Hi, Michelle. How are you? My book did not arrive yet. The new one did not arrive. Otherwise, I'd be doing, if it arrived, it would be here, it'd be front and center. So did you do the work that you were supposed to do, which is brick? We are coloring from this book. This is the book. Only thing, the binding is coming apart in this. It's the only thing I don't like about the book. It's a beautiful book. I just wish the binding had been better on it. Tiny, when is your birthday, Kaylee? I don't know. For some reason, she's looking like a brunette Lindsay Lohan. This girl's ended up looking like a brunette Lindsay Lohan. That was not my intention, but I'm kind of glad this book has a English subtitle. Happy birthday, Kiwi. Doesn't the girl look like a Lindsay Lohan? That was never even my intention. We'll probably be on for a little while. Probably be on till about 3:30 maybe. I'm thinking, because I'm going to have to do some work. Nighttime I put everything away. So, yeah, I had to charge up my phone today. I was like upset because it had very little battery, and I don't know why everything takes so long to charge up here in my room. But if I go downstairs, everything charges up so much faster downstairs. Hi Danielle, how are you? Circle of Life did not come yet today. It's still on its way, so I had to come up with another book in the meantime. And we're using one of my older books. This is When I First Saw You. A lot of people have never even seen this book. Can someone tell me what the title of this book is by any chance? I do not know what the title of this book is. Can someone tell me what the title of this book is for any weird reason? I can't get Google Translator to translate it right. It's like a book of flowers, and it's by Kaiwa Sora. It looks like a book of flowers and things like that. I have one picture that I colored a long time. There's all these flowers in it, as you can tell. There's all these flowers in it, things like that. Don't even make it. Oh, she's funny. Danielle's being funny. Hi, T. Yes, hurry up, Circle of Life. Just put that there. Stand on the side. We may not finish this today, but I'll just have to write down what colors I use. And Danielle, I would like to say that Michelle is an enabler. Michelle thinks that I enable. No. Michelle's a bigger enabler. And if anybody tells you that they don't enable, I claim sharing. I share these wonderful finds with you all. Does Michelle know what she enabled? What did you enable? You know what you enabled. And you know what's a shame? Because they came up with the book, and I complained to Amazon. Yes. Well, what happened was, no, I'm not supposed to, right, guys? And the Meet Victoria just came out with a new book, new version of a book I already have. So I'm like, I'm not buying another book right now. I think Circle of Life will be my last new book. I already logged it in. Before I even get it, I logged it into the coloring book collection. Not here yet. New Fashion Princesses. It's basically a reissue of one of her older books, but it has like she's retooled the images. The Meet of Victoria. It's a new edition. Sorry, Kim. Circle of Life didn't come, so I needed a book to color from. Yes, that was what I was supposed to get today. You know, I think we all have to do household stuff. I have to do white clothes at some point later today, so maybe after I stream, I'll start doing some laundry. But just the white clothes, it's not a lot. We have new washers in our building. So they've made a lot of nice stuff. No one's biting on the house. My mother's like a little upset. Nobody's made any offers, but people have been looking, so. I don't know when I'm going to be moving, when I'm going to be doing all this stuff. So the idea for me is to try and cover as much stuff as I humanly can and try to finish as many books as I can. I mean, I finished one this month, which I wasn't expecting to finish. And it looks like Chibi, Color by Number. I tell you, I love that book, Danielle. And I thought I'd say this, but I really, really like the book. It just is like, it's just like, don't bring up age, please. I don't like feeling old. It makes me feel old, Danielle. I feel old. Yeah, almost like I started doing the bulldog, but the bulldog is taking me longer than I would like to do the diamond painting because it's so little. It's like a 30 by 30. Those are really hard to do. Those 30 by 30 ones. I don't really like doing smaller ones. I like really doing bigger ones for whatever reason. Like 30 by 40, I like that size, or 40 by 30, I like that. I do like the bigger ones, but I do not like anything lower than 30 by 40 or 40 by 30 because it's really hard and it's so detailed. I'm like, bye, Keely. Have a good day. I felt nobody today, so. This is not here. So here's the orange. We may not finish this. So if Circle of Life comes, would you guys mind us doing a stream? If Circle of Life comes in the next stream, would you guys like that? Or maybe if we don't finish her, we finish her. Or would you guys prefer we just go to Circle of Life? I don't know why. She came out looking like Lindsay Lohan. This girl a little bit. I don't know why, but that's what I get when I look at her. Guys, I gotta sharpen this. This is losing its color. No problem putting that. The whole minds have a problem with the back mat. They don't like that. But these Lyras don't seem to mind them at all. Oh, that it ate the pencil. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Ate the pencil. It's not supposed to eat the pencil. Okay, the AFMAT does not like the Lyras. We can now fully expect the Lyras don't. The AFMATs do not like the Lyras, so. Nothing seems to like my Lyras. Okay, this is bad. Nothing is liking my Lyras, and I need my Lyras sharpened. Not even the Victor K&M are liking it. Which means I need to get my swordfish if I'm going to continue using this. Hold on, let me see if I have my swordfish, because that likes everything. Some pencils do not like everything. Right. This likes everything. This pencil sharpener loves everything. Doesn't matter what it is, it loves everything. See? Nice and sharp via the swordfish. So swordfish is the sharpener that likes everything. Lyras, there's only 72 of them. They are a bit of a more, like, they've gone up in price recently. Yeah, they were not very expensive before, but they just went up to like almost $90. Before they were like $70. Last time I saw them, they went up to like 90. No, it's funny. They'll probably be, you know what? My Circle of Life book probably is downstairs right now. You know, I notice that all the time my books always come right when I'm streaming. I'm going to see if anything came. Of course, it just came. Would you mind? Of course. Of course, it came at 2:43. Yeah, the package is waiting downstairs. How funny is that? I just checked the email, and of course, Circle of Life. Lily, I have to walk downstairs, down my loft, then I have to go wait in an elevator to get it. You're funny, Michelle. Oh, they're $60 right now. They keep changing the price of these pencils, so. Guys, do you really want me to get my package right now while I'm in the middle of streaming? Fine, I'll go get it. Wait, I'll go get it. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for being away. Let's see. Yes, it always keeps this in the house. Of course. Okay, there was a bet going on that I wouldn't get this book in the community. 80%, 50% people said, 60% of people said I would get it. 40% said I would get it until after I moved. It was a poll, and I got the 60% were right. I have stuff all over my bed. I have all my. Yeah. It's. Okay, Circle of Life by Melponini Chat Zip Anna Geo2. I am sorry if I butchered that name. I don't butcher names, so that's Circle of Life. Okay, you can see I'm going to have to raise this up. Put up. Uh-oh. Already see. Oh, it's perforated. Reminds me of Kirby a little bit, and also a little bit of Johanna I see in here. Oh, my. This book is actually more pretty in person than then the pictures don't do it justice. Oh my. Let me get some mixture of styles. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, I like the swan. I like the swan. For so long that I like the swan. Oh my. The toucan. I think Gray's now has a new favorite. Oh my. Oh my. I've seen so many people do so many things with the crab. It's not even funny. You know that I have a particular fondness for this one, right? One of my favorite TV characters of all times was Emma Swan. Oh my. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh. 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 I normally don't like coloring animals, but this one, I think I can really get into it. Not Bella Swan, but Emma Swan from Once Upon a Time. I believe who did this picture? Was this Miss Michelle who did this picture? Oh my. Another panda. Reminds me, I need to get back to doing that panda in Fragile World. Who did this? I remember someone did something with this. I saw somebody do something. Oh, that's nice too. Oh my. Chameleon changing colors. You guys. Hold on, what is that on my phone? You ever get these things on your phone? Oh yes, my phone has been updated, they say, to the newest software. That's all my phone had to say. I saw other people do the hedgehog too. Not just a view is a view. I think I saw a lot of people do that on Instagram. Sometimes you see the pictures on Instagram and I'm like, oh my. Lion in the safari. Oh my goodness. I think I'm in love. This will make a nice autumn scene. Oh, that's pretty. I think you're right. This will be the last book I get for a while. I keep saying that and then I get another one. Right? But remember, I've gone almost a whole month without buying a single book. I've gone a whole month almost without buying a single book. So I think one book. It's not going to kill me. And besides, what did I finish? Like 7 or 8 books so far this year. So I have done pretty well. It's like, you know what happens? You start doing the books on a consistent basis and then you start getting them done. I love this. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my, with the seahorses. Can you imagine just the seahorses with the gems you could do in this thing with the gel pens? If you have sparkly gems in it. Oh my. I think I'm in love with the new book. I love the pictures in it. It's just going to be hard to color. Not impossible, but it's going to be like one of those books that you go like, okay, Gotta figure out how you want to color these things. Like the pink flamingos and then the bird, the pterodactyls. That would make a really pretty pink. I could see myself doing something pretty with this. With the colors. This kind of reminds me of a mandala almost. Ooh, the little hummingbird. See, something like this that I would see in something like Johanna's or Millie Murata's. I'm thinking, if you guys aren't familiar with Millie Murata, she does mostly animals and florals. She does a lot of animal coloring books. So that reminds me more of Millie Murata. This one does too. But I'd have to ask you guys help for the birds. Birds are not my favorite thing to color, so. But I love coloring flowers, so. The owls. One of these owls reminds me of the owl. Yeah, see, I know, right? Like, kind of, oh, I like this flower one with the flowers in it. You guys know I'm a big fan of flowers. Oh, my. I think I'm in love with this person's work, and she's a woman. Oh, my. I think this is the cover page with the koi fish. A lot of these would take me a long time to do. These would take me a long time to do, depending on what I want to do with them. You guys are bad influences on me. You know that, right? Isn't it? Oh my God, I could see someone doing this as a galaxy background. You do the planets and all different colors. I could see someone doing this in watercolors. I wouldn't be surprised if the first picture that I see done was either from Dee Dee, Sammy, or Petra. Or even, what's her name? Olga Rainey does something with watercolors. Look at this picture. People do those, you know. Oh my. It's a gorgeous book. I'm now kind of glad I got it. Oh my, you guys really, I'm like, oh, where do I even start with this book? That's like the conflict for me. Where do I even start with this book? It's like, you know, you have to have an idea. I have to have an idea in mind before I color anything, Danielle. That book just blew me away. I mean, you can tell that book is just like, I'm like, oh, I know what we're coloring next time on stream. It's probably something from Circle of Life, but you guys are going to have to help me with that book because that book is going to be, the pictures are beautiful, but that book is going to challenge me in a lot of ways. I may end up taking that book on vacation with me. Just because it's so pretty and it'll take me a long time, you know? Oh, I'm sorry. I just had to, I'm sorry. We were doing the flip for Circle of Life, Danielle. That's why I had it up a little bit, so. Is that better? No problem. And then I sometimes forget to do that because when I do the flips, I have to put the camera up a little bit higher, especially on a double page book. Hi, Robin. I actually started reading a new book today. Well, it's actually old because it's one of my older books. But I actually am now going to be reading the final book in this series. Bought this many years ago. I am a big fan of hers. I love her Highlanders. Used to read this series religiously, so I've read all the books before this, so I've been reading this, and I read about 20 something pages the other day on the 22 pages on the subway the other day. I love this. So when I'm done reading this book, I'm going to take the rest of the books and start putting them out to be recycled because it's just going to take up room. So I'm reading that. Yes, Michelle has decided to go to her other account, Harry's Devotions from the Heart. Yes, and I just got Circle of Life. She's like, oh, gee. No, guys, I've never done that before. So you guys know we've never actually. I don't think I colored too many things from this book on camera. A lot of this book I do off camera. I'm gonna have to write down what I'm using in this book, so because I don't want to get the color choices all messed up. Although those opening pages of Circle of Life, oh my God, those are just beautiful. Now I understand why everybody had to have that book. So then we do this. Whenever I'm doing the edge, which I don't like doing edge work, but I do like that the page is fully open like this. No problem. Bye, Miss T. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Miss T. orange. Mm-hmm. But I really like the way that book is. Like, I didn't think I was gonna. I knew the book was gonna be beautiful, but I didn't expect it. Up close and personal, that book is really stunning. I'm like, oh my lord! I'm so kind of glad I got it. But really, guys, don't really get me any books right now because I'm like at 370, and I still need to purge more. And I was going through my other little shelf, and I found a bunch of little pocket-sized books. So I'm like, oh, I forgot about these little pocket-sized books. I'm like, So I want to try and do her hair. I finish up doing her hair. I feel like then. Some people are really good at layering up hair. I'm okay at it. I'm not like really good at it, but I'm okay. I feel like if I finish doing the hair, at least. Means I won't totally be like feeling like stupid about it. Now that I'm off one day I work, one day I'm off, and then the next day I'm working. It's kind of like my schedule is like really weird and ever shifting. My mom being like, well, I want you to go out with me. I want you to do an excursion with me. So then I got to give her excursions, and then that kind of screws up the plan. So, guys, for the next stream, when we stream again, would you like me to continue her? Or would you like me to do Circle of Life? Or would you like me to do the Fairies Nature special? Now, you know all that I'm not a big animal fan, but that book is absolutely like, I think I could enjoy coloring in that. Okay, I got one for Circle of Life. I've also noticed since I've not bought as much that my credit card debt has gone down substantially a lot more. I guess so. Like, I really wanted to color Circle of Life, but it wasn't here yet, and I was like, oh, it's not gonna come. What happens is that I have different mailmen, and they all come at different times. Like, I don't have any, like this one guy. When he comes, he does it really fast, but the thing is, he comes so late. And part of the problem is living in a big city. They always come late. And this is the other thing my mother and me were talking about. If we move to California, there are things that we have to contend with, like drought, earthquakes, forest fires. Here, we contend with snow, rain, hurricanes. We never used to, until the blackout, we never used to have power outages, but there's always trade-offs. You know, I say to my mother, there's always trade-offs wherever you live. You know, I do want to finish up the hair, but I might not be able to finish up the hair because we did take a side trip. That side trip was Circle of Life. You know, the app Mac does not like my whole lines and my thick pencils. It doesn't mind my thin pencils, but it doesn't like the thick pencils. I did notice that I have to reinforce the thick pencils in there, and I really shouldn't be doing the pencils that way. But my swordfish doesn't have a problem with it. I'm thinking maybe we can finish the in a longer stream. We'll see how long my hand can go. You know, part of this is how long my hand can withstand pressure. You know, and the reason why I gave away my combos was I gave them to some, you know, one of the other kids who liked the colors and they were muted. But they were starting to hurt my hands and I could not understand why. I never used to have a problem. But then my carpal tunnel came back, and it came back with a vengeance. Right now it's in check. You know what I mean? Like I have to keep everything within a certain distance. YouTube likes when people do longer streams for whatever reason they do. I find for me when I'm doing grayscale that I like using markers. Not in all books, but most of the books. Like if I'm working in grayscale, Slavic Beauty, then I have to use pencil because the way the paper is in that book. If I'm doing something like the Color and Chicks grayscale or the Jade Somewhat, then I use the markers. I'm thinking maybe a light purple. I'm thinking the light purple would be nice for that. Nice light purple. Oh, that's pretty. That must be a really pretty thing. This is a Lyra. This is called light violet, red violet. But it looks like a purple to me. Not quite what I had in mind, but we have a whole lot that will cover that. You know, I only have one picture in Luna, and I'm like, that's sad because I'd like the purple to be a lot more pronounced. I want the purple to be a little bit darker. I definitely don't see me finishing this. I see me finishing maybe this half of the picture. That's okay. As long as I can finish her hair. And this color is called mauve. I think I have more of it. I don't see it, but I may have another. If I don't have more of it, I'll just order more with my next order. I did put in an order for more refills for the Copics. For those 6 Copics that I got, those new ones, I did order refills for them. So. You can order these. You can order the Holbein's open stock now, Dick Blick, which is great for me because that's the store that I love to get. But they don't always have them in the store. And now they just started carrying the smaller packs of Holbein's in the store. And I went the last time to Blick to get my 12 light peach pencils. We all know what Grace and her light peach pencil situation. Because that's how much I do skin with my pencils. That I have to have them. This purple is too pretty not to use in the eyes. Well, that would be wonderful. I wonder when I move, maybe me and my mother will think about what we're going to use for desk and things like that because we both have different needs, but our needs are very similar but different. You know what I mean? Me and my mother will be talking about things that are going to be going into the room and things like that. So. Orange, yellow, I brought out the wires because I thought they would be a good touch of them. I don't use them too often, but I've been lately like using things really up a lot. Like my Schiffer Farbins, the first set I have, I want to use that up so I can get to my next set, which is the 96 set, and I want to play with that eventually. I don't know why now when I use my pencil sharpeners, everything decides to shake. Mauve. I find that sometimes people don't come over as much as you would think they would, you know? Yeah, I said we're going to be done at a certain point, but I think I want to finish the hair, at least on this side. Maybe we'll work on this another time. I mean, that Chibi Color by Number book by Color Questopia, I think it's like one of my favorites that I've been working on like constantly this month. I don't know why that has happened, but until I do a lot of work on this hair. Got this hair. Mm-hmm. And that's good. You know, you get to spend that time with your grandkid. You know, one thing that I am looking forward about in my thing, if I move to California, when we move to California, is my mother gets to see her grandchildren a lot more, which means I have to see my brother a lot more. But I will get to see my nieces. My nieces are really, really cute. My parents must have been like, what have you done to our child, Mom? So this is yellow. This is the poly. Orange. Oh, that's great. No, I was looking at the dream room, that thing with the closet with all the space and all the stuff you can do with it. But I'm like, that would be great, but it's so much money. I'm thinking maybe I want something similar to it, but I don't want to spend like $3,000 on the thing. I'm like, that's a good practice too. You know, this book has a lot of hair. If you guys want books that have hair and things like that, I tell you guys all the time. There are a lot of books that have beautiful hair that you can work on hair all the time. Katharina Barbara Kinley has a new. It's gonna be $3,000 for a storage thingy. It's like I'd rather have a desk for that price. But you know, here's the things that I want on the desk. You know, I want it to be more open than what I have now. You know, and I want to be able to do paintings on it. You know, like diamond paintings on it. You know, these are things that I really want. But I also want to be able to have cubbies. True, but I also want to be able to have cubbies and things like that. You know, the thing about the dream card is I do like it. I like the way it's organized and the way that it's set up. You know, you could put it in the things that you like to put it in. You know, I just wish the price tag was a little less. For it. But someone asked me if I ever won the lottery, what would I do? I would buy, I think I'd buy two homes. One I live in and the other I rent out. Well, that's for when I get out into California, not now. You know what I mean? Like, My mother's telling me today, she told me a week or two ago, I don't think I mentioned it, but she wants to go upstate New York for 2 weeks in July to the Poconos. So that means I'll have to bring the computer with me, take up enough stuff to get there. I think we're going to stop here. But I put volume paper sometimes down on this book because the pencils, doesn't matter which pencils I use, and I've used a lot of different ones, Holbein, Prismas, Polys, Lyras, Schriffers. They all seem to leak through to the other page. So that's why I have this over here. So this way you can see that. But if you guys want to see some of the other pictures that are in this book I've done, you can see some of those in there. Now they keep stealing this image. This image was originally in this book. But if you ever see an image like this is where they stole the book from. A lot of books that they're selling on Amazon have this image in it, and they didn't give the illustrated credit. So keep that in mind. That was one of the pictures I did for winter, I think, last winter. So they have different pictures. So I just want to show you some of the stuff that's in this book, guys. You guys haven't even really got it. I don't think I ever did a flip through of this book, but you guys get the idea that this is a lot of women in it, a lot of flowers in it. See, I even have this one here. So, sure. This is a good book if you like flowers and you like doing all that stuff, you know? Yeah, I need to write down what I used in this, so. I'm going to write down what I used. I'm going to get the little sticky and put it in there and then see if I can do that, so. This is where we will end the stream, guys. So thank you guys for coming. I hope you have enjoyed it. Bye, everybody. I hope you all have enjoyed the stream. I know I have. Bye, everybody. And remember, stay safe, social distance, wear your mask, wash up when it's your turn to get vaccinated, etc. So I all hope you have everything. Bye, everybody.